Iranian hackers have initiated a new espionage campaign, targeting defense and government officials in a sophisticated effort known as SpearSpecter. This operation, which began in early September 2025, is reportedly linked to the Iranian state-sponsored group APT-42 and aims to gather intelligence critical to the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps. The campaign has drawn attention for its use of personalized social engineering tactics, including invitations to high-profile conferences and meetings. Notably, it extends its reach to the family members of primary targets, effectively increasing the pressure on those being targeted. In this video, we'll delve into the methods employed by APT-42, the technologies involved, and the implications for cybersecurity in sensitive sectors. If you found this update helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to InfoSec Now for the latest cybersecurity news. Your support really helps us continue building useful content for cybersecurity professionals. Timeline of the SpearSpecter operation. The SpearSpecter operation began in early September 2025, marking a significant escalation in Iranian cyber-espionage tactics. As the campaign unfolded, researchers from the Israel National Digital Agency (INDA) noted that the operation was characterized by its systematic targeting of high-value defense and government officials. This approach utilized sophisticated personalized social engineering techniques, such as inviting targets to prestigious conferences, which not only increased the credibility of the attackers but also expanded their reach to include the target's family members. In the weeks following its launch, the campaign demonstrated remarkable adaptability, with attackers modifying their tactics based on the perceived value of each target. For instance, some victims were redirected to fake meeting pages designed to harvest credentials, while others faced more invasive methods aimed at establishing long-term access to their systems. By late September, the operation's complexity became evident as INDA revealed the use of a PowerShell backdoor named Tamecat. This malware was notable for its modular architecture, allowing it to execute various functions, including data exfiltration and remote control of infected systems. The command and control (C2) infrastructure employed by Tamecat was particularly sophisticated, utilizing multiple channels like HTTPS, Discord, and Telegram to maintain persistent access even if one method was compromised. As the operation progressed into October, analysts observed that the attackers were leveraging a mix of legitimate cloud services and their own resources to facilitate their activities. This blend of infrastructure not only enhanced the stealth of the operation but also allowed for seamless data exfiltration, making detection significantly more challenging for cybersecurity defenses. By November, the ongoing nature of the SpearSpecter operation had become clear, with researchers continuously monitoring its evolution. The ability of APT-42 to conduct prolonged espionage campaigns against high-value targets reflected a troubling trend in state-sponsored cyber activities, underscoring the need for enhanced security measures among potential targets. The SpearSpecter campaign exemplifies a growing trend in cyber espionage where attackers leverage advanced social engineering techniques to gain access to sensitive information. By targeting not only defense and government officials but also their family members, APT-42 effectively broadens the attack surface, increasing the psychological pressure on primary targets. This strategy is indicative of a more sophisticated approach to espionage, where personal connections are exploited to facilitate infiltration. The operational flexibility of SpearSpecter is particularly noteworthy. Researchers from INDA have observed that the campaign adapts its tactics based on the perceived value of each target, which underscores the strategic thinking behind the attacks. For instance, when the goal is immediate credential harvesting, attackers redirect victims to fake meeting pages. In contrast, if long-term access is the objective, they deploy the Tamecat PowerShell backdoor, which has been utilized in previous operations. The technical execution of the campaign reveals a high degree of sophistication. The use of multiple command and control (C2) channels, including HTTPS, Discord, and Telegram, allows APT-42 to maintain persistent access even if one method is detected. This redundancy demonstrates the group's commitment to operational security and their intent to sustain prolonged espionage efforts. Moreover, Tamecat's capabilities extend beyond mere data exfiltration. Its features enable reconnaissance activities, file harvesting, and even real-time surveillance through frequent screenshots. Such functionalities not only enhance the effectiveness of the campaign but also illustrate the potential for significant intelligence gathering against high-value targets. The stealth techniques employed by the attackers further complicate detection efforts. By utilizing encryption, obfuscation, and living off-the-land binaries, the SpearSpecter campaign minimizes its digital footprint, making it challenging for cybersecurity professionals to trace and mitigate the threat. This level of sophistication poses a serious challenge to national security, as it allows adversaries to operate under the radar while collecting critical intelligence. In conclusion, the SpearSpecter operation highlights the evolving landscape of cyber threats, where state-sponsored groups like APT-42 employ a combination of social engineering, advanced malware, and operational agility to achieve their espionage objectives. As these tactics become increasingly refined, the implications for defense and government sectors are profound, necessitating a re-evaluation of current cybersecurity strategies and countermeasures. As the SpearSpecter operation continues to unfold, analysts emphasize the need for heightened vigilance among potential targets. The sophistication of APT-42's tactics raises significant concerns about the long-term implications for national security and defense infrastructure. Experts warn that the personalized social engineering methods employed by the group not only enhance the likelihood of successful breaches but also create a chilling effect on the willingness of officials to engage in public discourse or attend professional gatherings. Moreover, the dual focus on both primary targets and their family members complicates the security landscape. This broader attack surface may deter individuals from pursuing critical discussions or collaborations, potentially stifling innovation and the exchange of ideas within defense sectors. The psychological pressure exerted by such tactics is a calculated strategy by APT-42, aimed at manipulating behaviors and decision-making processes of key personnel. In response to these ongoing threats, cybersecurity experts advocate for comprehensive training programs that focus on recognizing and counteracting social engineering attempts. Organizations are urged to implement multi-factor authentication and robust incident response protocols to mitigate the risks associated with credential harvesting and data exfiltration. The use of advanced threat detection tools that can identify anomalous behaviors and potential command and control communications is also critical in defending against such persistent threats. Furthermore, the evolving nature of SpearSpecter underscores the necessity for international cooperation among cybersecurity agencies. The agility with which APT-42 adapts its methods and infrastructure highlights the importance of sharing intelligence and best practices across borders to stay ahead of state-sponsored cyber threats. As the geopolitical landscape continues to shift, the ability to respond swiftly and effectively to such espionage campaigns will be paramount in safeguarding national interests. The implications of this ongoing campaign stretch beyond immediate security concerns, as they may influence diplomatic relations and international cybersecurity policies. As nations grapple with the realities of cyber warfare, the SpearSpecter operation serves as a stark reminder of the persistent vulnerabilities that exist in our interconnected world. If you found this update helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to InfoSec Now for the latest cybersecurity news. Your support really helps us continue building useful content for cybersecurity professionals.